Hey guys, Terrific Question today and we're back with And With an E. Hey guys, Terrific Question today and we're back with And With an E. Season 3, episode 10. So the last episode of this show. I feel like they've got to do a lot. And I don't think they've got to feel. I feel like how rushed this episode's going to be. We've still got the whole Kawak situation. We've got Anne and Gilbert. Just everything that's going on with figuring out round off, see what was going to happen to all the characters. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should have. Like I said, with the Kawak storyline, I felt like that should have been replaced the minor storyline in season 2, and then this season they should have really focused more on finishing the show if they were going to do it. But I guess everyone's saying it was cancelled or it was just ended too soon. So yeah, I feel like they've got to compact a lot into this episode. But overall, I've definitely had a lot of fun doing And With an E. I think the show is actually pretty damn good. I think it's had very enjoyable moments. I think Matthew, Gilbert and Bash are the Holy Trinity. I think they're great characters. I love everyone's character arcs. I think the show did a good job focusing a lot more on the older generation as they have their own stories to tell, and I think there's so much more I would love to explore as we never really sort of got into more with Matthew and the girl from the clothes store, which is a bit of a shame. And yeah, this was overall, hopefully everyone has interest in it. I'm curious to see how they're going to handle this ending. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the reaction, leave that like, subscribe. Dark will be replacing And With an E, so by the time this is up on YouTube, that'll be a few episodes into Dark if you're interested. Well, that, guys, thank you so much for the support. It's been a lot of fun, and let's jump into this.
It is to you.
Unlikely.
I care about you very much.
But not as much as for a certain someone.
Whoa,
Did she
Gilbert.
argue bitterly that
To do you harm.
I'm just so...
I didn't expect them to just cut to him breaking up with her.
Especially after your talk with that you loved me. Can you answer me that?
You can only know
That's
something
fair.
when you know it.
And that's fair as
Not a
well.
minute before. The minute I knew my heart for sure, I came to you to reveal it. Wouldn't it have been worse if I
Had to make it
discovered this a week from now? Or a year?
To be fair, that's fair.
So,
Actually, I could definitely understand why she's upset.
when's happy?
Anything less than a loving partner whose heart and gaze are unwavering.
God, I wish I had the breakup skills of Gilbert. Fucking hell. Man's got some charisma. Very bad. Well, I like Gilbert, but though at least he didn't discover this later on. Though he should have. It's a hard one because I've known people who've been in a relationship and they fell out of love in that relationship for 3 years, and the other person was fully committed to it. He just kept leaving it and leaving it and leaving it. If he just did it when he first intended to instead of waiting 3 years, so it's quite interesting. I do agree that Gilbert did end it straight off the bat. When he knew, he just told her straight away, which is I actually like he did that. But he can still just she's heartbroken, of course. But like, you don't know until you know, like you said. So at least the first thing he did was tell her. Don't give him made big sacrifices though. His whole future, the potential future, has changed course now.
I'll just say au revoir because PEI's finest is going to Paris.
Triggered.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Want to say to me?
Ain't got the letter.
Congratulations.
It is with a heavy but proud heart that I say to you all one last time.
Misunderstanding is starting.
Right, your doctor friend.
Emily, I most certainly will.
A word from you could seal the deal for me now that I have my transcripts.
I'll send a telegram. There's no time to
At least he gets to do it on his own merit now. I always hate to think that the fact that say you married into a family and they did everything for you. You want to do it on your own feet.
Lovely.
How could you be so selfish?
I expected this, but fucking hell. How could you be so selfish? You're being selfish.
Why is it?
Do you not realise how much of a penis you're being?
There's still so much
Parenting 101 over here. Fucking hell.
Moving away. College. The great
Oh, she's definitely
unknown.
moving away before Gilbert confesses.
Again, they hate to be labeled.
So that Anne is gone.
I'm not dead. I'm just going to.
I'm not
Think of it, Anne
dead.
may not even return. Think on it, Jerry.
happy Jerry is.
Getting a boy after all.
Yeah, Anne, stop being such a
The Voodoo
drama.
tradition has come back to life in the last few years. Just needed a little love.
To be fair, that is Anne.
Well, Sebastian. I'm proud of you, son.
Oh, this feels
The
rushed.
person speak their mind without receiving all kinds of fraud.
I'm only saying that is like because literally last episode was having arguments and I'm not getting along. So I was enjoying the storyline. It was quite interesting because obviously like the way the woman's growing up and how Basha's growing up. Then learned about their father and just like, oh, I think the story was really good. I hope that's not how they just end it. That's what he wanted though.
Hello? Hello?
I love when you knock on point, you just go in.
You are the fond object of my affection and my desire. You and you alone are the keeper.
Right, let's hope no corn bucket jumps on top of that this time.
Don't be alarmed. I don't expect your favor. But I can't, in good conscience, not reveal myself.
What?
I'm not engaged.
Check
Nor
Gilbert out.
will I be? Unless it's to you, Anne. My Anne with an E. It always has been and always will be. You.
I think the biggest shame about this is the fact that we're not actually going to see any of the romance. After all that build-up, we're never actually going to see them together. Because it's just going to not have time.
Matthew is adjusting to the fact that you're leaving.
He certainly is. Soon it'll be as if I was never here.
Oh, Matthew is generally upset. I expected this from Maria, not Matthew. Fair play. That's a good decision. Fair play. I guess Anna has other reason to be upset.
Oh, really, Gilbert? You couldn't even face me. World class!
Can't be arsed. I actually can't be arsed. For fuck's sake, man. I guess to be fair, her anger with Matthew ignited this.
Parting ways. Don't part. Queens engaged. Don't love. Alarm, not alone forever.
Talk about parting half a conversation.
Diana, are you resting? I have got breaking news. That night at the ruins, forget it. Turns out Gilbert doesn't love me after all. And he wrote me a letter with my own pen to tell me so. Diana?
That was even worse if she just ripped up the letter. Diana, oh god damn.
Don't worry about Matthew. He'll be just fine.
That's for sure and certain. He's already busy living without me.
There.
You should try to cope, fam.
It
Stop
fits
saying
you
that
well,
word, Liam. God damn
my
it.
grown-up girl.
Gotta move forward.
I did a
There's
count
plenty of
for
fish in the
bushel
sea
barrels
unless
for
you're in a
harvest
bowl.
tomorrow.
You know what I'm
Think we'll have
saying?
enough.
Which I'm in a bowl.
Ash?
Oh, they actually do the.
Back from the pawn shop.
Oh, they're actually sorting out this
I have no
storyline.
words to express the shame and regret I feel. I apologize for the pain I caused both of you. I don't want.
Oh shit, growth. I suppose Gilbert agreed to that.
Please forgive me, Mama. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Mate, the regret you would feel though, fuck me.
Like a stone, I hope you're pondering your insensitivity to our child.
My what now?
Your
Our child. I love that.
decisions and all.
Look how sad
She
he
thinks
is.
you don't care, Matthew. I advise you to smarten up and explain yourself.
What? When Marilla's telling you.
Oh, now.
Aw. Oh, don't cry, Matthew. God damn.
Well, you want every good thing in the world for our Anne. And I know your heart is heavy as you
This is why
anticipate
Matthew's best
the
character.
Anne does not know these things.
And
Matthew being a gem like always.
You'd better speak with her.
No, already halfway. That's
Tell
not
her
me.
how you really feel. Yeah, and be quick about it too. Otherwise, you'll lose her twice.
What about the whole Quebec situation?
See you soon, dear Snow Queen.
They definitely plan to have more seasons because there's no way they're going to leave that. They would have started a whole storyline like that and just end it super quickly in one episode.
you just come for the trunk.
No, for fuck's sake. Matthew.
Yourselves would never dream of disappointing or breaking the rules. We'll have such fun here together. And now
Could have had so much fun with this next if they did another season as well. Should have had them at school chilling in the dorms, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It could have done with another season. I can see why there was so much uproar. It just feels like they're just rushing everything in just to me. Like I can't. Like, what? We're 27 minutes in already.
I'll try not to snore. Mrs. Blackmore's face looks like it's been through a washing mangle.
Been through a washing mangle. Ruby's voice gets me every
Have
time.
you girls seen these house rules?
Well, I say we must take it to her straight away.
What if its contents are distressing?
Then we'll be there to support her.
She's only just left. I do not want to be an imposition.
Oh, fiddlesticks. When will you come to your senses?
No.
We're going tomorrow.
Yes.
Then, Jerry, first thing to get word to Josephine Barry.
Josephine Barry. Why?
Good news or bad, Anne will need her loved ones round her.
Can this be the right house?
More like a castle.
They bought Cole back. Right, there we go. Best episode. I thought about his contract would have ended with them, and that's why he weren't here.
Yet I know you well enough to know.
How Anne has grown as a character over the seasons. Look at that. Season 3 Anne's best time.
These are lovely accommodations.
Tables? Whenever you want. But only if it's convenient and not a distraction at all.
As usual. Matthew being a gem. Gem cam.
Before every day.
There we go. You got there in the end. Oh, near the end of the episode. We've not even got anything. Oh my god.
We'll see you soon, my Anne.
There we go.
See you soon, dear ones. School
So we're
begins
done with
tomorrow,
Bash.
so I'm off to explore the city.
Matthew's
Before I start
storyline
to
seems
pick
to
up
be
my life, I better find out what I'm writing
concluded.
about. Bye for now.
Bye. Anne Shirley. Shirleys. Shirleys. They were Scottish. Yes, they were.
What, the memory's getting there.
Think of anything else about them?
Is it?
Might we take a look?
It's locked. He's long lost.
Well, fucking crack the thing open, fat. I'm not going to say that word. Oh, shit! Whoa.
Hello. Hello. Fancy seeing you here.
Is Winifred going to be the one who breaks the
You're
news?
Looking well. I can't believe it. He promised me.
Oh, yeah.
Come to
Here we go.
Then, have you?
Because if you don't mind,
Gloat? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Unrequited.
Ugh, the anger.
My hat's off to you.
You're busy. I'll go. I didn't mean to interfere. I was just passing by. I hope you and Gilbert have a wonderful life together.
Misunderstanding. 100.
Tell me what?
Well, love. We're going to have a dramatic horse ride.
I didn't.
Not the most convenient thing to run in. Diana's pissed.
You had every opportunity for years. Admit it. You've been smitten with Anne ever since she
Oh,
first came to
Diana. Yes, slate him.
There have been countless clues, and you certainly can't deny you were beguiled by her at dance practice, even though it turns out you were secretly courting a mystery debutante.
When Diana's be in the fan base right now.
With no word of warning. Then you show up at the ruins after exams and demand to know how Anne feels about you, and give her all of 30 seconds to decide her entire future. You callously ignore the letter Anne wrote to you, even though she told you she loved you.
What letter? Diana, what letter?
The letter smudged in the ground. Yes, dramatic run. Here we go. At least they got there in the end. It doesn't feel right. It feels like there's another fucking like seasons, like a couple seasons to go. I don't like it. So dramatic though. There we go. Man, he got off that train quick, didn't he? When Winfrey was low-key the MVP to get him together. Oh, we got the kiss. Look at that. That was like 3 seasons in the making. At least got there in the end. No, just leaves. There we go. Second kiss. That's the best way to answer that. Oh, that was near the end of the episode, though. I feel so torn. I'm like, oh, this is such a great moment. I'm like, I could do with more.
Can I still be your roommate? So you're coming to Queens after all?
Wait, how did she pull that off?
We bought your cases. Now hurry. You can take this carriage. Thank you so much.
Wait, the dad's 50 development just to let her go to Queen seems out of blue. Like, I guess they're just trying to speed through it, aren't they, at this point? And they go for... Oh, another kiss? Yeah, boy. That's cute.
I'll write to you. I have follow-up questions.
So do I.
Wait, Anne's hair's looking on point, I do have to say that. Here we go, everything coming together. This doesn't feel like the end.
I look like my mother.
I'm so torn about this. That's gonna be the that says play dark, because that's my next show I'm doing. I don't know how to feel about that. Don't get me wrong, it was a good episode. But it feels like there's a lot more story to tell still. Like, it just didn't close up anything, really. Like, too much. It's like, you could have still had, like, Anne and him, Anne and Gilbert. You didn't even really get any romance between them. We never really got closure with Matthew and the girl he was seeing when he was younger. Correct, never got sort of closure. They sort of just threw that storyline in. I'm guessing that storyline would have been the whole of season 3. And then season 4 would have been all this. It feels like they just rushed all that as well. It's just like, but they did it in a way that if they were going to end it, it's still enjoyable. Like, it's still a good episode. It just felt like, obviously, like Bash's storyline was rushed. Bash and the son was just sort of thrown in there just to get that, to just have closure there. Anne and Gilbert, that felt the most That felt the best, but that's because it's had 3 seasons of building up to that moment, so it doesn't feel as rushed as the other bits do. But everything else in the episode, like Diana's going to Queen, that was rushed as hell. Like, fucking hell, you had an argument, parents were like on the train, and he was just like, met Gilbert, he's like, alright, you can go to Queen's. It's like, they were blatantly writing for another season. I think most of this episode was going to be season 4 content, let's be honest. Overall, though, Anne with an E as a show was definitely a lot of fun. I think it treated the older cast fantastically. Music was pretty solid throughout. I think it had a nice, diverse cast of characters. I think it definitely had some good messages. It definitely had some good messages to put forward, especially in the time period it's sort of set in. I love the way it's showing I love how it's showing racism. It's shown racism really well, and sort of conflicts there. Bash was a very, very well written character throughout most of it. Yeah, overall, had a very enjoyable experience with the show. I do feel like it sort of just ended with like, yeah, this has still got a season worth of potential. I don't know, I feel like there's so much more they could have explored. Overall, though, I've had fun reacting to it. I think now it's time for Anne with the anime, which I know exists. But no, I definitely had fun watching it. Thank you everyone who supported these reactions. I had a lot of fun. I just don't know. So yeah, I think mainly in hindsight, I bet if you was watching this before you knew season 4 wasn't coming, you'd be like, oh yeah, Cult stuff and all that lot wouldn't feel weird. But because I'm watching it after knowing it got cancelled, I'm sort of like, oh god, there's so many loose ends in stories that are never going to finish. So I have sort of hindsight that I know that it's been cancelled, whereas I guess when you watch this back in the time, it was a bit surprising. I said you might not see me get too emotional at Anne and Gilbert kissing. I wasn't that big of a shipper with them. I enjoyed Anne and Gilbert. Romance, but I wasn't sort of like, if you've seen me in a romance couple, I ship like hard. Whew, like if you're watching my Love of War reactions at the moment, like my god, that's it depends on for me. I enjoyed Anne and Gilbert's ship. I actually was more invested in Jerry's and Diana's until it obviously just collapsed immediately after that episode. But you can tell the difference. Like yes, but my problem is with Anne, I liked Anne, but I wasn't that big of a fan of her for season 1 and 2. It went into season 3, she'd grown on me. But the biggest problem with that is that Anne and Gilbert didn't really have too many romantic moments in season 3. They had like obviously build up for where he's made focus on Winry's ship, and then it was sort of them doing misunderstanding central. So sort of I didn't really get to build up too many shipping moments when I was liking Anne. Where it was like, yeah, overall, I really preferred Anne in season 3. She was definitely a lot better. She's more of a character I can stand and definitely grown up a lot. Gilbert was, I would say, top 3 characters, definitely Gilbert, Matthew and Bash. They had the most enjoyable storylines. I think for this show, the most enjoyable storylines weren't really the romance bits. I really just enjoyed the actual story. Matthew, the family stuff. I enjoyed that stuff more than any of the shipping stuff. And I'm a massive romance fan. I love a romance anime. I love a romance series. But I just feel like Gilbert and Anne wasn't that. I could see, like, I know Joe was a massive shipper of them. Like, he loved them. Whereas I'm sort of like, I liked him. Whereas, so, actually, see maybe someone like Joe, he probably like raved the hell out of the kiss scene. Whereas I'm like, yeah, cool, they've kissed. I'm glad they've done it, if you know what I mean. Whereas I'd say certain ships I've followed in the past, I could definitely see why people get extremely love that scene. I just feel like, yeah, I just feel it's a lot to explore, really. A bit of a disappointment, really. I think like very good episode, but in hindsight, I've known it's cancelled. It really does take like a toll on like, is it really how they're gonna just end all those stories? They just felt rushed as hell. Just felt like they just gave them closure for closure's sake. Even if I was watching this episode at the time, you could probably tell they was going like, they're not making another season. Because I've watched a lot of anime where it's not going to get another season, so they do anime only endings where they start cutting off all the plot points, and it felt like one of those episodes where they're just wrapping up plot points here. Like, they're not going to continue this, are they? And that's how I felt with this. But yeah, overall, I'm with an 8. I'd say it's a solid 8 out of 10. I think it was a very good show to follow. I think it had some great moments in it. I think the weakest part was probably the mining arc, even though I actually didn't mind it that much. I didn't mind it that way. No, I still enjoyed that arc. Overall show had some really good moments. I think I'd say season 3 was the best, then season 1, and then season 2 was my weakest. Overall, guys, though, hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. Oh yeah, Wolf, I'm glad Gilbert and Fellowship still felt well paced because it went on for 3 seasons of that. They're sort of like dragged on, but because it wasn't ever the main focus of the story, it never felt dragged on. Neil was coming up with good reasons why it never got together, so it weren't actually too bad. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed these reactions. I had a lot of fun, and hope to see you next one. Peace.